Hi, this is Dr. Baxter Bell for Chipper. Have you ever woken up with neck pain? Well, today in this segment I'm going to share with you a yoga pose that could help you with a quick fix for neck pain. Now, not one single pose is going to necessarily fix everyone's neck, but this is a good place to start. And once you get good at this and you find the benefits of it, you can add other yoga postures in that might be helpful as well. So the pose that I've chosen for us to work on today is called Eagle Pose, Garudasana, and we're going to focus on the upper body portion of this pose because that's the part that actually affects the neck and the upper back area. Sometimes the neck pain can come from the muscles along the sides of the neck, the back of the neck, the bones inside, even some of the deeper soft tissues. So it's hard to say why or what causes neck pain when we wake up in the morning with it, but those are some of the common areas that tend to be affected. So in order to do Eagle Pose, the good news is you don't actually need any props. You just need some place to either sit or stand, and then the awareness of how to get into it. So I'm going to show you two stages. Stage one is what I call the bear hug variation, and this works really nicely if you have really tight shoulders in general and a tight neck, and you have trouble kind of wrapping the arms around the front of the body. And then we'll take it to stage two, which is full eagle arms. So let's start with bear hug arms. To do the bear hug arms, you're going to bring your arms up and out to the sides. You're going to take your right arm and cross it on top of the left so the elbows cross over. And then you're going to bend your elbows and you're going to grab onto the side of your shoulders. From there, you're going to lift your elbows up a little bit and sit tall for a moment. Pressing the elbows a little forward away from your chest without leaning forward, you're going to feel some tension across the upper back and the base of your neck. So the first thing you want to do is just kind of enjoy that stretchy feeling in the upper back area. The upper back could be a source of your neck pain. And then take a couple nice breaths into that space between your shoulder blades. As you're breathing in and out, I'm going to ask you to also very slowly rotate your chin towards your left shoulder while still pressing the elbows forward. And then perhaps on an exhale, bring the head back to center. On your next inhalation, turn your chin towards your right shoulder, still pressing forward with the elbows. And on an exhalation, come back to center. Let's do that a couple more times, inhaling to the left, and then exhaling back to the right, inhaling to the right, and exhaling back to the left. Once you're done with that side-to-side movement of the neck, and you can do that 3 or 4 times if you'd like, let your elbows drop down, release the clasp, and then maybe roll the shoulders just a little bit, just to release any tension that might have crept in. And sometimes the wrists and hands can feel it, so shake the hands out a little bit before you do the second side. So the second side just involves taking the other arm on top. So we're going to bring the arms up. I usually turn my palms up towards the sky. That has a nice effect in the shoulders and upper back. Then we're going to take the left arm on top of the right, bend the elbows, and reach around and grab onto the sides of the shoulders. Instead of letting the elbows drop down, you're going to bring the elbows up a little bit, but relax the shoulder blades down. Pressing the elbows forward until you get some tension across the upper back. And then once you feel that tension, take your breath more specifically into the space between your shoulder blades. So inhaling and exhaling into that space to assist, using your breath really to assist in the opening of the upper back and the base of the neck. And then once you've done that for a couple breaths, let's bring in the movement of the neck. So this time on your inhale, let's turn the chin to the right first, and then exhale back to center. Inhaling to the left second, exhaling back to center. Let's do that again side to side. Inhaling to your right, exhaling to center, and inhaling to the left, and exhaling to center. Once you've done that a few rounds, and you can do more if you want, you can let the elbows drop a little bit, release your clasp, roll the shoulders, shake out the hands. So that's the bear hug version of the quick fix for your neck today. Now I'm going to show you the eagle arms. And this is a little more challenging because it does require a little bit more finesse around the elbows and the forearms. So we'll break it down for you the first time we go in. We're going to bring the arms up again, just like we did for bear hug. We're going to cross the right elbow over the left. And then here's where things change. We're going to bend the elbows. And we're going to point the fingers up towards the sky with the thumbs pointing towards your face. So for some of us, if we're not as tight as those that require bear hug, this might be as far as you get. So you can actually lift the elbows a little bit, lower the shoulder blades, and press the elbows forward. And then once you're there, we're going to actually go ahead, instead of turning the head now, we're going to take the elbows over to the left and the head just a little bit to the right, and we're going to hang out for a couple breaths. So taking perhaps 2 or 3 rounds of breath in and out. Holding the elbows to the left a little bit and the chin a little bit to the right. And then eventually we're going to slowly come back to center. And then we're going to release the elbows and bring the arms down. And once again, you can give the arms a little shake, roll the shoulders, do something with the wrists. On the second side, I'm going to show you how to make the clasp of the arms, which is a little more challenging, so that you have actual 3 stages that you can take yourself through: the bear hug, the open wrist, or the clasp version. So in this version, again, the arms come up. This time, since we did the right arm over the left arm will come over the right. We're going to bend the elbows, and then you take your bottom hand, which I'm showing you with the twinkling of my fingers, and you're going to bring it towards your face, and you're going to reach over and grab onto the base of the top thumb. The thumbs point towards your face, and then again the elbows lift a little bit and the shoulder blades drop down. This time we're going to take the elbows a little bit over to the right, and we're going to turn the head just a little bit over to the left. And once you get to the point where you feel a little tension in one of those areas, then you'll take 2 or 3 breaths. So let's do that now, focusing on your inhalation and your exhalation. Good. And then after you've done several breaths, you're going to bring the elbows back to center, unclasp the hands, release the elbows down, and roll the shoulders a little bit, shake out the arms, shake out the wrists. So as a quick review, you have the bear hug clasp, where you're going to turn the head side to side with your breath. You have the open hand version of eagle arms, Garudasana arms, where the right elbow comes on top and the hands face one another, and you can bring the forearms close together, but if it's really hard to grab onto the heel of that other hand, don't worry about that. This is just as effective. And then finally, the third variation, which is the full eagle arm variation, elbows bend, bottom hand takes a hold of the top hand thumb. So that gives you 3 different ways to play. You can maybe try each one for a while, see which one feels better for your neck and the upper back area, wherever your discomfort is located. And hopefully that will give you the quick fix you're looking for your neck. To finish your practice, you might now listen to the relaxing breath practice. Thank you.